Yep. Hey, it's Aaron from Game of Thrones playing The Raven, which, I'll be honest, I really don't know very much about. I know it's episodic. All 3 episodes came out at the same time. Yeah, I believe it's a port of a PC series from Nordic Games. I know that. Start chapter 1. Guess it's a adventure game, if you will. I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Some of the footage I've seen, uh, I don't know if it's dated or if it's just a little rough around the edges, but you know, graphics do not make the game. So fun is fun. That's the bottom line. So let's give it a shot here. Okay, I see a triangle in the darkness. That must be the ring. No, wait a minute. I see more. King Art Games. To be fair, when I first heard of it, I thought this was a game based on Raven the Wrestler. Or maybe at best, Edgar Allan Poe. If people have ever heard of Edgar Allan Poe, I don't know. But yeah, Raven the Wrestler was my first guess.
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place. Hey, Harold, have you read this? Harold? Harold?
It's a rotary phone. The kids have never seen one of those. Okay, his eyes are really kind of creepy in that darkness.
Harold? You hear me?
Harold is dead. I don't know.
This is no time for fun and games.
Like, does light really reflect off of our eyes like that? That's kind of freaky. I don't know for a cat that's how it works, but whatever. Anyway, he's kind of scared.
Shh, calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guard back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
It's there.
Oh,
Why are you in the
He
museum?
hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh, turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
Do you understand? You and me, mate. We'll be heroes. All right, now.
The eyes
we just have
just,
it.
they just keep screaming. Doing a great job, Copper.
Halt! Stop! You're under arrest!
I thought about the Dalek Ball with Del Shadow for some strange reason. Maybe it's the nose on the Raven. I don't know. Look, it's a train going through the mountains. Polygon fabric. I guess that's not someone's name. There's something kind of soft about the way the graphics look. It looks appealing, but it also triggers sort of like an appeal for something that's a little bit retro, like when CD games first came out. I don't know. That sounds very like, I don't know, like a backhanded compliment, but I don't know. They're appealing. They're just kind of a little. I don't know. I don't know how to put it in words. It just looks like from an era that's gone by. You know, they don't make games that look like this anymore, for the most part. I like it though. It is a, I don't know. It has a softness to it that's kind of appealing. I'm gonna stop talking now, at least for a minute.
Hands up!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
Yeah, see, this screams like not from 2013, but
Haha, you're funny. But you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
What's your name, boy?
My name is Matthew Miller,
And where are you from, Matthew Miller?
from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady. We're on our way to Venice at the moment. We're taking a cruise on a big
called the
ship.
Titanic.
Impressive. You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life in Switzerland.
Must be really boring.
And what's
I
with
like
the
how I have
gun?
no option.
What do you need it for?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
That
Dead birds don't
doesn't
need
make any
guns.
sense.
No do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings
Who's that
from
guy in the
Louvre
background?
and those
That
priceless
woman.
eggs
Is that a
with
guy?
gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know who the Raven was. Although, I don't quite buy that bit about the crown jewels. You do know these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven.
He's supposed to give
2
me
days ago,
an
the
instant
precious ruby was
association to
stolen from the
Clouseau.
British Museum. There was an explosion.
A little bit of Hercule
Hercule
Poirot in there as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's the
And
mustache.
you know what the papers say?
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner, monsieur. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Or did he pull a gun on you?
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
So he moves over 2 feet.
Inspector Legrand, it's a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police. But it'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
But monsieur, surely I can be of assistance, somehow. I saw a safe being loaded.
We have everything under control. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
Drinking myself into a stupor.
I'm
Then
not
I will
here to
smoke
enjoy
crack.
the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Or have I heard that before?
Thanks to that?
I watched the people on the platform in Zurich. I know,
Zurich.
for example, that man over there is a violinist.
That is a man.
That would be more impressive if there weren't a violin case next
Good
to
point.
him.
And I believe that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable...
Zellner.
Constable Zellner. If you're such a clever fellow, what am I doing on this train?
I think you're looking for someone.
You're just
Yes, I
guessing.
am.
If I were looking for someone, I wouldn't spend the trip cooped up in a freight car, now would I?
Well, that would seem to indicate that you're guarding something.
And what might it be?
A jewel.
Could it possibly be a jewel that's making a long and perilous journey?
You're guessing. You can't possibly know what's inside the safe.
But if that were the case,
Then I'd ask you why the trail wasn't crawling with police.
you don't want to arouse attention.
Évident. But why not?
It's a trap.
You've got a vivid imagination.
Am I right or am I wrong?
I'll give you that. Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better. We'll get along fine without you.
You won't.
Won't? Pardonnez-moi.
I can help. And I will help.
Is that a threat?
You're in my country, and I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zerna. But this is my show, and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
But how do you know?
He really just walked away, and his head turned white.
Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put two and two together.
Maybe.
And what of it? Do you know who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa! It was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. All right, Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me
Yeah,
Matt,
much your mom.
as if I were a little kid.
You are a little kid. Go shut up.
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his mind.
Yes, tell me more. To examine an item, ballistic. Well, why is he moving like that?
This morning, I thought I wouldn't be hungry because of all the excitement. Thankfully, I bought a sandwich with me anyway.
Yeah, I probably should have said no, I was okay. Okay, select the sandwich paper again. That's simple. Okay, let's change to that. Blah blah blah. Press Y. Let's stick to select the paper. Blah blah blah. Okay, sandwich paper. Okay, put the apple core in the sandwich paper. Throw it out. Okay. You did that so neatly. Okay, inventory again. Press.
I wrapped the apple core in the sandwich paper. That way I can carry it without making a mess of my trouser pocket.
Genius.
Still, I'd prefer not to have to carry them all day.
Of course. Of course, you can use items inside the inventory with each other. Select the paper napkin with A and select the sandwich. Wait, what?
The napkin came with the croissant I bought at the train station.
I love a good croissant.
A guilty pleasure. I don't need that either.
Okay, let's get rid of it. Dump the litter from the inventory to the trash man's on his table.
Every table has its own waste basket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat.
Litter from inventory. Okay, I'm holding the litter. Look at the.
Every table has its own
Well,
waste
how do I look
basket.
at the waste basket?
Practical. No need.
Okay,
Every
I know.
table
Shut
has
up.
its-
I'm trying. Why isn't it moving? Look at the waste basket, you moron. Okay. What is the issue here?
Every
I know,
table
I
has.
know. Okay, I'm pressing every button on the controller. It's not doing anything.
Every
What the heck is going? I can't. It won't let me look at it.
table
This
has its own.
is so stupid. What? What? Okay, I really don't understand what is going on here.
Every
This is
table
a
has its own.
wastebasket. I know. Look at the wastebasket. It won't let me look at the wastebasket, so I can't continue to play this game. What? Like, this makes no sense. Okay, now we can resume. Controls kind of clunky there. I'm not really. Yeah, this is tough. Just putting it mildly.
We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
Okay, I can't argue with that. I know nothing. What? Maybe I can open it up.
Would you be so kind as to close the door? I don't want to sit in the draught. Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, the sound isn't mixed very well. I couldn't really
We
hear him
Swiss
very well.
are crazy about trains. We don't
Yeah,
just
I
have
know. I heard.
The Vicarage in the Mirror, a detective novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa Westmacott. For years now,
There was
I've
no
been
you
trying
in
to
favorite.
convince my theater group to stage one of her plays.
Yeah, good luck with that. Let's go talk to this guy.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most beautiful mountain landscape in the world. But one can only
Okay,
hope that
apparently-
his violin is better tuned than he.
He looks a little off. He's trembling.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
If I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
Are
Okay.
you traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm
Nice.
performing at a reception in the Egyptian museum there.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success.
I don't understand
But
that.
tell me,
Oh.
did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Who just scribbled something? I don't know. What is that? I do not like the way he moves. It's like the way he builds up momentum is so slow. What were they thinking?
This is the first car. The coal tender should be directly beyond this door, and in front of it, the engine. The large map shows the different routes of the Orient Express. This train began in Paris and ends in Istanbul, as usual. Unfortunately, it will make most of its journey without me.
As I'm getting ready to jump off. Can I open the door? If not, then... Alright, I heard about the door. His movement is just... This is awful. I'm sorry, it just...
The violinist is... One can
Yeah, I
only
heard
hope
that.
that his violin is better tuned than he.
You know you're talking to him, right? Okay,
Very kind
let's just
of
keep
you.
moving.
Thanks. Oh, pardon me.
No problem. The uniform is waterproof. Mr.
Lucien. Professor Edgar Lucien.
A better
a
camera
professor?
angle, I could see.
Are you a scientist? Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
You don't say.
Good for you.
So you were, shall we say, an eyewitness to the burglary 2 days ago?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh no?
Well, there was a lot of commotion, but I didn't really pay much attention to it.
There was a
What?
break-in in your museum,
And
it
you
didn't
weren't.
concern you?
Yeah, that's weird.
Let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years concerns me.
Okay, so you're an idiot. Okay, gotcha.
Whatever you say. The famous Inspector Legrand is on this train. I imagine you know him.
No, should I?
He was
Don't
born in
know
the
him?
last 2,000
And
years.
You also don't know what he's doing here?
No. Well, why should I?
Just a thought. You're a representative of the British Museum. There's a guarded safe on the train.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to imply. And now, please excuse me.
You're not very observant.
May I ask where you are going?
Of course. To Venice. I'm going to meet some colleagues there.
There was a
Oh,
pause there.
Venice.
A pregnant one
A
at that.
beautiful city, or so I'm told.
Indeed. But I really have to take my leave now.
Just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
I don't want to take up any more of your valuable time. But you
Valuable.
do understand, don't
Go
you?
somewhere and not
that
pay
what
attention to what's
concerns
going
me
on.
is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just... I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of
Nope.
course, Constable. What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
He left the
The
keys in
door.
there.
I can't open it.
Ah, we'll sort it out somehow. The compartment is locked.
But... I didn't
Yeah, he
lock
just
it.
said that.
I don't even have a key. I asked the steward, he was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
What's going
You
on in
don't
that
understand.
compartment?
I have to get back in my compartment.
All right, just wait here.
He's a little weird. Frazzled. What happened to his cup of tea?
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
Yes, what is it? Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
Can't wait to meet her.
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir. It was stolen.
When did you... When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What? In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
Well, I saw her.
I
Well,
just
stupid.
asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich, on the platform. James,
What do you-
tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs. The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What? The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
Obviously.
I never lose anything.
Very well then. I shall be on the lookout for your purse. If I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought he was looking for my purse.
The comic
James,
relief is
tell him to look for my purse.
okay.
The Baroness wishes that you search for her purse.
But couldn't we perhaps...
The subtle humor is the
Alright.
best thing thus
First,
far.
the purse.
Yeah.
I will have a look around.
Thank you, sir.
How will that help you make progress? That means you just turn the game off and go do something else. If you're not making any progress, drink a dozen raw eggs.
I don't believe it. I never
Okay,
thought
who is
I'd
she?
ever meet you.
Who is she?
Pardon me, but we'd prefer...
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable...
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
A pleasure.
Companion, huh?
What you're doing here? Are
Hmm.
you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Madam?
I've been writing since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be a holiday.
You quit writing? Impossible. I have all of your books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Then I have bad news for you. I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well, fine.
So she's supposed to be like Agatha Christie, I guess. I don't know.
Are you traveling to Istanbul, Lady Westmacott?
No, we are on our way to Venice. From there, we will take a ship to Cairo.
Ah.
As you may know, I have a penchant for archaeology. I fund a few excavations in Egypt.
I don't like that you said
I traveled
penchant.
to
If you said
Egypt
penchant,
by
it would have been
ship
that
as a
much
young
better.
woman. And now I'm doing it again as an old woman.
I see. As a writer, you must be very observant. Am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved the mystery of human nature a long time ago, Mr. Zelda.
Is that right?
Since then, most people just bore me.
Really? I had the impression you were eyeing me suspiciously as I came in.
What do you want to know, Constable?
There's something else. A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. As you know, I only deal with murder, not burglary.
Have you asked my boy yet? Maddie is good at finding things.
I'll go and do that now. About the other passenger, did you notice the man who just walked into the next cab?
I did. He was waiting at the bar for the steward. And since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
He seems pretty
bastard.
young, but he's already a professor at the British Museum.
Interesting. Just out of courtesy, of course.
Of course. Did you notice the
Yeah, let's just speed
man with
this
the
up.
violin?
Okay, violent case.
I certainly did. He introduced himself and tried. People like
Bit of
him are
pressure.
drawn to wealth and...
But his charm...
I know him by name. David Kreutzer. He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think he has a money?
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you give them, they always spend...
Did you know? What about the Baron?
I notice that you've asked me about everyone, except for the inspector who went in... Isn't that the Frenchman who made his name when he caught the rape?
I wouldn't quite say.
Well, shot. Why don't you ask me about him and my theory of...
I don't think we should discuss Inspector Legrand.
Legrand, right. Will he save the day again? Or will you come?
As much as I'd like to... keep
Foreshadowing.
talking, duty calls.
You were right.
Madam,
I did observe you. You seem so...
It's been a long...
And this is it. Your chance.
I do hope...
Then grab it. Even small people can make big changes, as my friend Ronald likes to say.
I shall do...
Wait, what? Can I move now? Wow, this game moves incredibly slowly and the controls are clunky at best. Oh boy, this is a chore. Yeah. I like games like these years ago. I guess I don't have the patience for them anymore. Where's that stupid kid? Of course, the directions change as you walk. I love that. That's it. Okay, let's see if we can get this purse back. The sound keeps getting jittery. I don't know what that's about.
The steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally he would offer them discreetly after dinner.
Take one. We'll use that to open up the lock. So am I going out the door or talking to the guy? Like it didn't really. Alright, let's see. I was already here. Come on. Let's be smart about this.
The ladder leads up to the roof. It will be suicidal to climb up there while the train is at full speed.
You should climb up there then.
Tunnels. No, I'll stay down here.
How do I pick other things? There we go.
I strongly suspect that the door... No, it's open.
There's nowhere else for me to go, so I guess it has to be open.
Hello? Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
Put the gun down, Robert.
Yeah, he just did a bang up job at the museum. Yeah. Let's see why they hired him.
Introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the yard. And this is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
Then I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With something inside the safe?
Someone.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train, as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
Baroness von Trebitz talk...
Baroness von... Interesting.
Indeed.
But it has nothing to do...
So, I shouldn't...
Why not? But don't expect me to be...
There is a certain... He's an architect.
And what's his...
Well, it's...
Locked? How?
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Yeah, but he's
Was it
stupid.
locked from inside?
It may have been... Do you think the locked door...
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and... Report
Okay,
back to
I'll
me
get
when
back.
My pleasure. What do you...
He tried to blow me up.
Yes, he
Robert,
did.
We don't know...
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? It could just as easily be a woman.
Or several.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Monsieur?
Never
Did you
mind.
shoot the other one?
I go attend to the door now.
Unless you have something to tell us.
And Constable Zellner,
Yes?
Don't bother us unless you have something new.
Of course. A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car. Understood.
Okay, I was gonna be able to make it until we unlock this compartment and stuff. Um, I don't really find this terribly interesting. It's moving. It's like it's too
An
much of a relic,
investigation
or
on
it's
behalf
just.
of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can
Yeah.
convince him
I'm
of
sure
my
it gets better.
competence, I might even be able
Yeah.
to see this
I
case
don't
through
know.
to the end.
If I had a mouse, I can just click on stuff, but the movement and stuff is it's not good. So unfortunately, I'm going to leave things off here, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All right, fine. The voice in my head is telling me to keep playing until I at least find out what's in the.
A box with a... I suppose it contains tools for the... At any rate.
Okay. I'll find out what's in the compartment. Oh, there's the kid.
Don't move.
Matt,
Oh, the
have you
purse.
gone mad?
I'll shoot. Hey, my...
You'll get it back. I could afford...
I thought you were a...
Ghost don't...
They do too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the point.
Oh, man.
Supposed to ask the kid about the. Alright, okay, I'll find out what the kid knows and then we'll go on. It's it's funny, a genre like this. I went back and played Space Quest 4 or played Quest for Glory 3. Well, maybe one or two of those are better. I feel like I'll have a better time. This is rough. And who is this? I didn't talk to this person at all.
Zelda.
Right.
Tell me.
Anything suspicious?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was... No. Is there any reason to be concerned?
No.
Constable, please don't think I'm naive. Legard, is it?
Yeah, he knows what's going on.
At the train station in Zurich, he put a cash box into the safe. And don't tell me that a man at his pay grade routinely tramps across the Alps just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
True,
Cash
true.
box? Like the... Precisely. And
I do indeed.
A rupee was stolen in London. One of the legendary eyes
Overall,
of
and
the Sphinx.
a bunch of people
The
heading to
second
Cairo.
Jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault. Both jewels were supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years. It does...
Indeed. Any news of...
Quite something. It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best.
People will...
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It
He seems to know a
like
lot.
The Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to...
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his
That's your prerogative.
Okay, newspaper.
You can take the section. Your intellect... Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
There's some... Do you know...
I'd like to know that... I told him to search for my missing suitcase. He's probably in cahoots with the... If we don't crack down on vermin like them.
Well...
He's not here doing his job.
I meant the back...
This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The queen of crime is over there. And now a baron...
Have you seen...
do you know Lady West?
Well,
like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more.
I read that.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
He's a doctor. Interesting.
Goodbye, Captain.
He was more informative than anybody. You should be, you should be playing that guy.
Oh,
Oh gosh, this is so slow.
Yes, Mom.
my son didn't make any... It's
No.
just that he just walked past us, silent.
I'm afraid so. The lad...
I understand. Maddie is a very lively child.
Where is...
Okay.
He's...
Ah,
Could you, leave Maddie's pic...
of course.
Why did she wants? Well, that is her son,
Very
so
well.
she probably paid for it, so it makes sense. Let's get out of here. I can see they're building to something. It's just the control is so slow and clunky. I mean, this is like Tank Controls 2013. Like I don't know when they like what this. I'll look it up, but I don't know when they ported this thing over. But man, this is like straight Resident Evil. Alright, let's get this kid to look for this purse.
That will be quite unprofessional, but on the other...
Oh, talk to the stupid kid.
Hello, Matt.
Oh, the silent treatment, huh?
On. Are you going to be...
Until
I gave...
Oh, couldn't you have just raked me over the coals?
Would you have...
I didn't learn anything.
Come on. Did you really... I'm Swiss.
Okay, the kid really ain't gonna say nothing.
I won't get anything out of him.
Go back and talk to the mom. Yeah, okay. I'm tapping out. This is the Raven from Nordic Games. I don't know. It is what it is. If this is your speed, have at it. I believe every episode is $10 on Xbox Live Arcade, and I'm sure this is a port of some PC game that I just don't know about. Maybe I should. I don't know. But I don't know. It feels more throwback than I really want to play. So I don't know if you like the video, click like or thumbs up or whatever. Subscribe if you haven't already. Watch some other videos, leave comments, check out GameWithThews.com and the Game with Thews podcast. You know the routine, yada yada yada. Quoth the Raven. Sorry, I had to say it. I had no choice.